Hello everyone, my name is Eric and welcome back to Leisure Suit Larry. We're in the final episode of this epic adventure of trying to find out what the fuck happened between Leisure Suit Larry 3 and this episode. Or not this episode, but this game. Due to the fact that the missing floppies and everything being a kind of a joke, and now we don't really know. It's time for the charters. Let's use our board. Yeah. Blah. There. No. There. That's the one. Let's go. Boys and girls. And off we go on the Aerodork flight. Woo! It's even flapping his wing. Your visit to the East Coast finished, your airplane heads back to Los Angeles. That nice soothing music. We are traveling past the Rockies, heading towards, or is the Rockies in the west or the east? I thought it was the east, right? Larry Duffer. Oh, I'm about to fall asleep again. I'm the fucking worst. I fall asleep all the time. God damn it. Ah, say, Patty. It's not hard to see it, Patty. The problems of two little people don't amount to the hill of beans. It's this crazy mixed up world. Larry, in all the scenes, in all the games, in all the world, you had to walk into mine. Ingrid Patty. Yeah, we're doing the Casablanca. It's a classic. You guys should see it. Remember, Larry, we'll always have not tonight. No sex tonight for you, Larry. Here's looking at you, kid. You should suit bogey. And now we're back. Here, we're with him. Desmond. Well, Patty, I'm glad to see you made it back safely. I told you there was nothing to worry about. You were right, Inspector Desmond. But for a while there, I was really stumped. Oh, you did fine. Now let's go over what you discovered through your investigations. I'm trying to talk like George W. Bush. Let's begin with Baltimore and Des River records. What happened? It was easy. I got past the guard in the Shield Building's lobby just by showing him the Dataman TM, into which I had inserted reverse bias's cartridge. Good work, Patty. But what happened after you were upstairs? Did you learn anything about this river or bias? You should see my face while I do this voice. While upstairs in Des River's outer office, I found a gold record which I think might contain some valuable evidence. Here, take it. Take it. Good going, Patty. Did you make the recording session I booked you for? For you. Actually, the studio session went pretty well, boss. After a couple of tries, I started really cooking. That's my Patty. She's great. She'll love this, boss. I just used the old technique with which I'm quite familiar. I grabbed some champagne from my limo and got reverse drunk. So drunk, in fact, he gave me this cassette tape to impress me. Ho ho! The female vials. Never trust a woman when she's trying to get you drunk. You really have a way with men, Patty. Our agents could have never obtained evidence like you did. Merle. So, did you discover anything at the K-Rap radio? Well, I sneaked into John Crapper's office just as the receptionist came back from her break. Nice job of sleuthing, Patty. I sound drunk. I searched John Crapper's desk and discovered a folder filled with what looked like incriminating evidence to me. That's what I did. I had a look at it and I found it. I assumed he'd miss the folder if I stole it, so I used the photocopier to make copies of it. Here they are. Ba-bum-bum. Way to go, Patty. Nice work. And besides that, I overheard that Too Light to Screw thought were private conversations. They didn't realize they were meeting in a room with an open microphone. My god, I need to drink. Although I nearly got trapped by PC Hammer, I recorded Too Light to Screw on a reel-to-reel tape. That will make you happy, right? Great, Patty. You have proven yourself the right woman for the job. Patty, you've done a wonderful job. I'm so proud of you. In anticipation of your success, I made all the necessary arrangements for your White House. And suddenly we're back. Ah! Look at that. Hey, this is no dream. Your airline is actually falling out of control. As your flight plummets from the sky, your life passes before your eyes. For a while, you considered that redhead you dated during high school, wondering if there could have been some reason she wanted you to come over to her house that afternoon when her parents were out of town. Well, I wonder what that might have been, Larry. Ah! Yeah. But then you consider your performance, since you were back at Porn Prod Corp. Ah, boy, I wish I had the those videotapes before I left my office! I love how the necklace actually is falling behind him. All in all, you wish you had accepted the redhead's offer. The loudspeaker crackles with a panic-stricken voice. Any passengers with a flight experience are urged to report to the cockpit immediately! Yeah, it's kind of hard getting to the cockpit. You're going to be like in free fall or rather weightless. You think, I used to sell flight simulator software door to door. Maybe I could help. Oh, stewardess! What's wrong? She replies, oh, not to worry. It's just that the pilot contract ran out a few moments ago and, being a good union man, he refuses to work without a contract. She's really calm in this situation. You know, she's just standing normally on the ground. Oh, sir, can you help us? Well, I'll do best I can, you volunteer. Did I mention I used to sell flight simulator software door to door? Oh, that's wonderful, sir. Hurry, follow me up to, down to the cockpit. You turn on the radio. It's tuned into a nice soft rock, easy listening. MOR, album station. Oh, Larry, the authority is fine. Mess you've gotten yourself into. Your wing surfaces, the dacers, go to work, quickly removing any trace of ice from the hot summer sun-baked flight surface. Whatever possessed you to volunteer to land a major aircraft. This is far different from your futile attempt a few years ago when you tried to sell flight simulator software for a major computer game company. Well, listen to that. Yeah, come on. How about that? Good idea. Change to the auxiliary fuel tanks. I wish it were that simple. You just reach outside and grab your airplane. Pull it back to safety. But you learned long ago, you're no Superman. You change back to the main fuel. You flip the switch that signals the stewardess to bring you fresh cocktails. Grasping at anything and everything on the dashboard, you brilliantly and totally accidentally hit something called an autopilot. Woo! We're going to be safe! The airplane's computer takes over, stopping its spin, leveling out the plane, and preventing a certain disaster. Look at that freeze frame! Oh. You did it, Larry! There's still a slight problem. Now you got to land this sucker. There's the runway, Larry. Steady now. Bring her in carefully. You're coming in too fast. Boing! Yahoo! Woo! That was too close. You barely pulled out of that one. Whoa! Larry, you've got to keep it up longer. You circle around 180 degrees to try again. Boing! Next time, try it with both hands on your yoke. This is it, you think? I've got to make it this time. Woohoo! That's some nice braking, guy. You did it, Larry! You saved an entire airliner filled with innocent people. Surely, you'll finally gain the respect you deserve. Probably not. But how stupid were those airport designers? They built a runway 100 feet long and 2 miles wide. La 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 la, hip hip, hooray! What's this? The now all too expected Chartreuse Carpet Lounge is filled with people, all here to celebrate the country's newest hero, Larry. Larry Laffer! Ha ha! Oh, it's him, it's Larry! Oh my god! Look at that! Look at the baby bouncing! Woohoo! Huzzah! They said, from the Renaissance Fair. Hip hip hooray! Bum ba da ba 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 da. So tell us, Mr. Laffer, asked a reporter, how does it feel to save the lives of hundreds of people? Another reporter chimes in, where did you learn to fly a commercial airliner? What is the secret of your amazing rescue technique? Asks a third. And will you earn extra frequent flyer credits? Well, I fucking should. Before you can answer any questions, you hear a telephone ring. Mr. Laffer, there's a telephone call for you. For me? Wonder. No one knows I'm here. Here, take the phone, says the reporter. It's the President of the United States! Hello? Hello, who is this? Asked the voice on the phone. My name is Larry. Larry Laffer. Well, Mr. Laffner, this is the President of the United States. I just wanted the telephone to express the appreciation of this great nation to you, Larry Laffner, for the heroic deed you just accomplished. And, of course, take this opportunity to up my approval ratings another few points. You know, it never hurts to be seen worldwide on CNN under these circumstances. Anyway, what I mean is, he says, getting back on track, you probably didn't know, but the Vice President's mommy was on the airplane you just saved. By the way, he's still gaining the approval of the great American people. Just gaining every month, little by little, getting better and better. Now, in any case, he's so grateful, he wants me to host a big dinner in your honor here at the White House. He would have called you himself, but it's long distance. You are astonished. But of course, sir, you reply. I'll be there. Do I have to bring a date? You wonder. But to the president you say, I really look forward to meeting you and the First Lady. Oh, sorry, Lasher, he says. I'll be too busy meeting you with some important ambassadors or something to attend. But I promise to send the Vice President instead. Okay, that's very nice of him. Nice talking to you, Liquor, he concludes. Good job. Nice talking to you, Liquor, he concludes. Good job. And goodbye. Have a good night. It's a trap. Click. Oh, goodbye to you, Mr. I guess he hung up. Well, Larry, things did work out for you. Who would have thought that you would be a personal invitation from the President of the United States to attend a big state dinner, especially one in your honor? Who would have thunk it? You wonder if they'll have live music? Well, that's a good question. And so it ends. The following Tuesday, our heroine patiently awaits her turn to perform at the White House dinner, while unbeknownst to her, our hero approaches the doorway. So now, how many points do we have? 893! God damn it! What an honor for you, Patty. Just look at all the dignitaries here to hear you perform. Well, there's Julius. Well, blah, 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 blah. You're seated at the table closest to the door, near the piano. You are to perform upon after dinner. Inspector Desmond sits across from you, chatting with the woman beside him. Oh, there he is. Oh, so that woman who doesn't look at him? You carry on with a meaningless dialogue with the two men beside you. What a shame the president was too busy to get here, though. You feel sure he would have loved to meet you. Well, there's somebody sleeping, and that's what I'm feeling right now. Is that The Simpsons? Homer, Bart, Marge? A voice rings out from just outside the door. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest of honor this evening, fresh from his heroic rescue of an airplane filled with U.S. citizens, including our Vice President's mommy, Mr. Larry Laffer. What, you think? Larry? My Larry Laffer? There he is. Larry, you shout. Patty, it's you. Oh my god, this is too cute, isn't it? Look at that. Oh, Larry, I missed you so. You whisper in his ear. What happened to you, Patty? Larry sighs. The last I remember, we were together on a deck overlooking a lake. Where did you go? Hell, where did I go? I mean, look at those boobs, it's choking him. Oh, you sweet dear. You really don't remember a thing, do you? It's a long story that perhaps I'll tell you someday. But right now, all that matters is that we're together again. La-da! Say, Patty, Larry says, since I had a little trouble finding a date for tonight, why don't you join me on the dais? We can talk about old times. Why, Larry, that would be wonderful, I guess. Come on, Inspector Desmond. You say we're gonna sit at the head of the table. Am I on Patty now? Patty? Well, I meant Larry stutters to finally gives up. Hi, Inspector. My name is Larry. Larry Laffer? Charmed, grunts Desmond. Charmed. Are you sure about this, Patty? This little twerp is going to be sitting right there next to the Vice President with you? I'm not going to be sitting there with you. What the fuck, Desmond? You're seriously cock-blocking Larry? Excuse me, Patty. Would you two scoot over a little so your guest of honor can actually have a seat? From nowhere, a Secret Service man appears with a folding chair. Well, thank you, Agent Smith. You know, Mr. Vice President, Larry says, you've always been a secret hero of mine. In fact, the Vice Presidency is one office which I have always aspired to. Mr. Laffer, responds the Vice President, has anyone ever mentioned to you that we look alike? Of course. Something. Damn, it's too quick at times. I'm not even clicking on the screen. That's the thing. Julius, before you can talk to Larry or Desmond, you realize the large burly gentleman to your left is already speaking to you. Let's see now if I can do his voice again. It's Julius. And it's fortunate that you're here this evening, as I'm only in town for a short time. Yes, I'm testifying tomorrow on Capitol Hill at the Senate hearings on pornography in the entertainment industry. Says Julius Big. Oh, really? You say, feigning interest? You heard me then? Or me then? He swells up noticeably, but he's already swollen up like a fucking balloon. Yes, my job is simply tomorrow I intend to convince Congress to create the tough anti-pornography legislation, though. Tough enough to make the airways clean again. Just like they were back in the 50s. That was spitting on the screen and everything. You love these dinners and being seated next to people who feel their sole mission is to impress you with themselves. Yeah, it's wonderful, isn't it? Fucking hell. Especially a man whose breath is enough to curdle hairspray, and that's a fucking great deal.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Mr. Big, a major Westcore corporate leader.
My name is Passionate Patty, you reply.
Very passionate. And I can guess how you earned that name.
He grins. What an obnoxious creep. Now he's humming at you. Some familiar song. A love song? Who does he think he's impressing? What is that song, you think? It sounds so familiar. Is it the Larry theme? Realizing you are still unimpressed, Big digs deeper.
You know, Patty. May I call you Patty? I find you a very sexy woman. In fact, I've been looking for just such a woman for a new position that I recently created.
Between phrases, he continues to hum that melody.
Patty, you seem like a woman interested in a quick success. Why don't you come to be the host of my new TV show? For months I've had millions out hunting for the sexiest woman in America. But tonight, I've been discovered her myself. Just the word, babe. And the gig is yours.
God damn it. At the mention of the sexiest woman in America, Larry's head jerks towards Big, his attention riveted on your conversation. This is important. Really, Miss Big, your offer is not interesting. Big interrupts you.
Oh, Patty, stop being so formal. Please call me Julius.
Julius. You think your mind... You've heard that word before, Patty, haven't you? Thank God. Patty, something's wrong, says Larry. He's offering you the job as hostess of America's Sexiest Home Videos. But he has nothing to do with that show. I should know. I do. I was sent by the producers to find... Say, wait a minute. Could he be the money behind the show? The plot thickens, people. Julius, you cry, suddenly putting everything together. Desmond, arrest this man.
What?
You scoundrel. You've been humming the love theme that I wrote for the soundtrack of Larry 4. That song was never published, and the recording was never released. There's no way you could know it unless you played Larry 4. Oh my God. Of course, I see it all now. Big, you're the man who hired me to create the music, then erased the floppies to keep from paying me. You're the reason my poor Larry has amnesia. You're the man behind K-Rap and Des Reaver Records. Julius Big, you're the man I've been following this entire game. Oh, that's breaking the fourth wall, Patty. You better be fucking careful now. Miss Big.
You're so smart, Patty,
screams Big.
Let's see you deduce this.
Leaping to his feet, he pulls a revolver and aims it directly at you.
Everybody stay away or I'll shoot.
Larry cries out, I'll save you, sir. The president. And the vice president doesn't really care. Look at that. Alright. We have the Boo Blaster, or what was his name? The Hooter Shooter. I would call it the Boo Blaster. It's a good thing I wore that FBI bra, you think, touching your elbows behind your back, which I can't do, which is impressive. Boom, boom. He's dead! Game saved! Woohoo! Inspector Desmond.
Congratulations, Patty, says Desmond. You saved the vice president's life. We'll haul this guy down to the headquarters right now.
He whispers to you under his breath.
There goes our weekend together, Patty. I'll be stuck at the office filing paperwork on this lowlife for days. Well, he's going to be, but he won't have a weekend for himself. He will have a weekend for himself in his hand.
Instead. I'm sorry, I shoved your face in that custard pie, Mr. President, Larry says. Mr. Vice President. You turn to Larry and say, "So, it looks like I'm free for the weekend. How about you?" "Well, I'm free. That's what I'm doing right now." Assuming you are talking to him, the vice president whispers carefully so as not to let his wife overhear. Well, yes, perhaps I could set up a little excursion to Camp David." Larry presumes the vice president is being magnanimous. Miss? I don't know, fuck. "Gee, thanks," he says in a loud voice. "And I hope you and the missus get a chance to come along too." "Later!" Woo! We're taking the helicopter. "Larry, what's the bulge in your leisure suit?" "Oh, Patty. Oh, I know what you mean. Why, those are just some miniature videotapes I recorded while on the road." "Hey, fun. That'll give us something to watch at Camp David." "I just love home videos," chimes in the vice president. Patty, sir, I don't think..." "Oh, never mind." Larry says, "Grab your glasses, everyone. Patty, I propose a toast to us and to our wonderful future together." Excellent, Larry. Yes, something said, I don't fucking know because it was too quick. Oh my god, that was an intense ending, isn't it? But, and so, all's well that ends well. Well. That's the end, and it seems all your work videotaping those girls was for naught. Silas Grummel, producer of America's Sexiest Home Videos, decided to simplify the auditioning process by magnanimously awarding the show's hostess gig to his current girlfriend. Fucking great. America's Sexiest Home Videos went on to become a mega hit of the season, proving clearly that P.T. Barnum was right. Congress never did get around to doing anything to clean up the airwaves. It seems every bill ever submitted somehow turned up mysteriously stuck in a committee while they examined the evidence. Well, I wonder why. After a lengthy trial, the increased tabloid sales nationwide, Julius Biggs was found innocent of all charges related to his incident at the White House dinner. In what was quickly dubbed the custard pie defense, he pleaded temporary insanity due to the high sugar content of those White House desserts, and got off with a mild reprimand from the judge and 6 months of mandatory Jenny Craig meetings. Temporary insanity only works when you do a murder charge, though. But still, it's a funny idea. Reverse Bias soon found himself out of a job when this Reeves Records went bankrupt. Executives realized there is no longer any reason to add subliminal messages to recordings since kids can't figure out how to play their CDs backwards. K-Rap became a national sensation when they expanded by buying a small television station outside of Atlanta and a 24-hour satellite channel. They promoted PC Hammer to his new position as the nation's first nude VJ, their new slogan, KTV, more rap, less rap. The mob's pornography business continued its steady decline, but they'll find newer, more profitable investments somewhere. Well, there's something called amateur internet porn nowadays, but still. Piano bars continues to change into karaoke bars, and the entertainment industry remains exactly as honest as it has always been. Which means none at all. But all is not lost. Leisure Suit Larry and Passionate Patty are together again. At least for the weekend. And until the next game, which is Leisure Suit Larry 6, which I will play one day. Thank you, animators. You did a fucking great job. And the background artist. Let's give them all a hand. Fucking. Goddamn, that was a good game. And Allo, I fucking love you, man. You're a great man. You're big and a great guy. I love you, and I love your games. I'm sorry that you weren't involved in the later Leisure Suit Larry games. Well, they weren't really Leisure Suit Larry anyway, they were Larry Levelage. Or Lovage. The Magna Cum Laude and... Cutting Out? I can't remember. Coffee! Alces! now would be an excellent time for you to save your game. We have a little surprise for you in store. Alright then. Let's call it Saving for Al. So Al, what do you have for me? Come on, Al. Congratulations, you win. You did it. You finished the entire game. Congratulations to you from all of us, the creators of Leisure Suit Larry 5. Passionate Patty does a little undercover mark. We have a little reward for you since your computer has a DAC. Here's a sample player so you can easily hear all the sounds from the game. We hope you enjoy hearing them again. Oh, that was nice. I'm kind of done though, but still it's a nice little touch, guys. Remember Al Lowe's slogan.
Through technology.
Ha 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 ha! That's a good one. And that ends Leisure Suit Larry 5. I'll get into Leisure Suit Larry 6 and 7 someday. I'm not going to do Magna Cum Laude because that means a hell of a lot of censoring because it's a little bit too graphic at times. Also, it's not an Al Lowe game, even though I do enjoy it. It's a guilty pleasure game in its own way. It's stupid, it's irrational, it's illogical. It's fucking frustrating, but it can be entertaining at the same time. But it's still not a Leisure Suit Larry game, in my personal opinion. But I'll get there someday. But now, we're going to end this episode. So, thank you guys so much for watching. And if you liked what you saw, do leave a like and a comment. But for now, I'm going to sign off. And I'll see you guys in the next playthrough. Bye-bye.